Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids and welcome to another mega gadget collection. These are the full-length videos that we publish every Saturday where you get to see a whole range of technology and gadgets in the one sitting. Now, if you're new to the mega gadget collection and also to the Geekanoids channel, if you check out the links underneath this video, you can find all of the supplies for these particular products. You can also find where to buy them. And if you want to watch just one section of the video, for example, if you want to just watch the section about the Wacom Cube HD video camera or security camera, then you can click a shortcut link in the video description. It'll take you just to this product. Of course, I would prefer if you watched the whole video all the way through. If you've enjoyed it when you've watched what you want, click the like button. And also, do subscribe to the Geekanoids channel and you'll get a new technology video every single day. So without further ado, let's get on with the first item. And I think I'm going to choose this one up here. Before I show you the actual item, I'm going to show you the product packaging. Now, I always do this because it gives you a chance to see how it's packaged and also what you're going to look out for on the shelf if you're buying this in a shop. This is from Oso, and there will be a link in the video description to osomount.com, and this is their U-Grip EX, and it's a device mount with a bit of a difference actually. Normally these are destined for vehicles, but this one can be used either in your car or your van or your lorry, whatever vehicle you're using, but it's equally as useful to use in the home. So let's show you the actual product itself, and it's sitting just up here. And the reason this one is a little bit different is we've got the usual sort of suction cup mount on this end, which you can attach to a vehicle windscreen or a glossy surface. I've got a glossy desk here, so I could attach it to that, or you could attach it in your kitchen, maybe to a glossy tiled surface, or to your cupboard doors, for example. And once that's locked in place, you can attach this extendable arm. And this extendable arm has got some flex on it in this sort of middle hinge section. So if this is attached on a cupboard, for example, or underneath a cupboard, then this can flex up and you can position your device in a nice viewing position. You don't have to use this arm. It does come with an additional little ball joint. This is the smaller one just here, and you can attach this in place of the extendable arm, so you can have a very sort of short sort of section attached instead of this. But this flexible arm is really great. And also, if I just let's just loosen off this ball joint and push this round into this position, you can see here there are a couple of extra holes. Now it is actually attached in the third hole already, but you can take this whole section out and move it up to these other holes to adjust the height position as well. And also, if this was on a desk and you're pushing this down to sit on a desk, there's also a little rubber foot just under here. So it's got lots and lots of use. And then this section here is where you're going to put your phone. So this is at its sort of widest position, and then you can sort of push it in and it grips really nicely onto your device. There's little rubber sections inside here as well, here and here, so it's not going to scratch your device, and some nice sort of red accents on there as well. A really nice product, very, very cool and well worth checking out. I have used an Oso mount in my car for probably, I don't know the exact length of time, but probably about 2 months now, and they are really great products, very, very well made and very high quality. So that's the first product, the U-Grip EX from osomount.com. Now next up, this isn't a product that's actually a review product. I want to say thank you to somebody for this. I've got the little note here of who sent this to me. This was sent by somebody called Dan. I'm not going to say your surname just in case you don't want me to divulge that. But Dan very kindly selected something off of my Amazon wish list. And I'm a big Star Wars fan, and I want to say a big thank you to Dan for sending this in. This is a Star Wars LED key light, Stormtrooper style of course, and you can push the little sort of button just on the tummy area here, and there's a little flashlight. How cool is that? I absolutely love it. And you can put your keys on here, of course, a little split ring up the top. I love Lego, I love Star Wars, and a big thank you to Dan for sending this out. Now, I never expect anything, but it's really nice when people send things in from the wish list, and there is a link in the video description to the Amazon wish list for Geekanoids. Brilliant, brilliant keychain. This is actually my second keychain from the Lego range. I've already got a Yoda one, and this will be a really good addition to my little collection. So thank you to Dan. and pop that over the back. Now let's move on to the next product nice and swiftly. I'm going to show you this one next. This is from a company called Incipio, and this is the Rickhouse padded burlap sleeve. It's got a woven padded exterior, strong zipper, and it is for the 13-inch MacBook Air, which is the laptop that I use. You can also get these in different sizes for all different size laptops, and they are superbly made. Incipio.com if you want to check out their website. And this is what it looks like, the Rickhouse. Really nice name actually as well. And it's this woven sort of like the sacking material. I don't know if you've ever sort of handled one of these sacks that are made of this sort of woven material, but really tough feeling case. On the front, we've got a pocket here. We've also got the little sort of badge on the corner, a little bit of branding, really strong zipper, and this contrasting colour across the top. And then inside, another pattern again. So this is sort of a striped pattern inside and a nice amount of padding. It is really good. I use this for my MacBook Air. I can't show you in use because my MacBook Air is just off screen and I'm using it just to refer to from time to time. But it is a very good case and I absolutely love it. I love the fact that it feels so sort of tough as well. So it's sort of quite rough on the outside, but on the inside nice and soft. So nice amount of protection. And the zipper, again, very strong zip to keep everything in place. So this is the Rickhouse padded burlap sleeve from Incipio. So very nice case. And they do loads of different ones. In fact, probably in about 2-3 weeks time, I'll be showing you another case that I'm testing at the moment from Incipio. So that's that one. Let's pop that one down. Moving on to the next item, let's show you this. Now I've showed you security products in quite a few of the Mega Gadget collections. This one is a bit different in the fact that it's designed very differently. It's got different specifications. I'm going to have to run through the specifications off the back of the box because there are so many to go through. I don't want to miss any out. Now it captures 1080p HD video and audio in real time. It's got 28 infrared LED lights with an IR cut filter. It's customizable. You can have instant motion detection, so it only records when it detects motion, which is really good. You can give you email notifications if it's actually recorded something or detected some sort of intrusion into your property. H.264 compression, Wi-Fi 802.11n compatible, so it's a fast connection and a really good range on this. A micro SD card slot on this as well, so you can record direct to a micro SD card and it supports up to 64 gigabytes. You can really configure how the camera works. It works with PC and Mac and the browser, so you can use it just in a normal web browser and mobiles as well. You can view the actual camera from your Android device or iPhone from anywhere in the world. So if you're away on holiday, you can view what the camera's picking up as well. It's got advanced security and an optional accessory to enable PoE support. That's a separate purchase, but it connects wirelessly to your wireless router and it really is great. Just a few more specifications. The 1080p video footage on here is actually at 30 frames per second. If you want it, at 20 frames per second. If you want it 30 frames per second, so a little bit smoother footage, then you have to drop it down to 720p. Okay, so that's the box, that's the side. Give you a little look on here. And it is really great because if you, like many people nowadays, have a lot of technology in your house, or perhaps you run a business, it's really important to actually protect that. I'm just going to give you a look at that QR code. If you want to scan this QR code, please do. That will take you to some more information about the Wacom Cube HD 1080. So let's take the top off of this box and show you what we get inside. And it's really nicely presented as well. This is how it's presented when you first open it. Very nice. So we've got the little camera, and I'll give you a closer look at the camera in a short while. And then further down into the box, if I can just get this out, we have got another box, and inside this box we have got everything. I'm not going to take it all out, but we've got everything we need to get up and running. So we've got a power brick, we have got a little stand or bracket, we've got an Ethernet cable, and we've got all the instructions that we need in there to get started. So nice little pack of accessories. So now let's show you the star of the show, which is the little Wacom Cube camera. Very, very compact unit. This is obviously the front. You can see the various sensors and the LEDs around the camera. The camera portion is obviously right in the center. So very, very compact indeed. On this side here, we've got the micro SD card slot. And then round on the back, we have got the little threaded mount to mount it to the stand. And then we've also got a little connector in there as well. And then connector there for the power supply. And then round on the side, it should be a reset switch. And what I think that's the WPS switch on the side. So that allows you to do an easy connection to your wireless router. And just a very, very compact unit, just so superbly made. And the reason I love this product, one, it's wireless. Two, it records in full HD to the micro SD card. And you can mount this right up out the way. So you can put this right in the corner of a room, pointing at the right angle, so that it's out of reach to intruders. Maybe they won't spot it as well. And this will record the footage to your SD card. The downside of this, and this is the only real negative I can think of with this sort of device, is if you are recording locally to your micro SD card and you do get intruders and they remove the whole camera, then of course you've lost your footage. So it is a good idea to use this in combination with some sort of external recording as well. So very, very good product from Wacom, and well worth investing in something like this. So let's pop that out of the way. I'm turning into the IP camera video show because I really do show a lot of these IP cameras, and that's because they really do interest me. I think I've mentioned before, when I've tested Wacom products, I've tested them in combination with my Synology NAS drives, and that works fantastically because you've got your NAS drive hidden away in another room somewhere, for example, and your IP camera protecting a certain area, and it's recording to a hard drive every time it sort of detects some sort of motion. Very, very good way of doing things. So next up, bit of a different product for you. Now, for those of you who have watched Geekanoids for a long time, on a personal note, I suffer from a bad back and a bad shoulder, and Homedics, probably about 3 years ago, might even be longer than that, I actually did a review of one of their massage chairs, and it's sort of like a massager that you attach to a chair, and that was really good. I really thought that was a fantastic product, and they gave me the option of looking at some of their new products, and the one I want to show you today is this. It's the Homedics Sport. It's a hot and cold sports massager, and it's really fantastic. This is the product packaging, and it's rechargeable as well, so very, very easy to do. There is one negative which I'll cover off pretty early on in the video of this, or this section of the video, and that is, this is what it looks like. And this portion here is the sort of vibrating head portion. I'll show you it turned on in a minute. And this is the negative. I'll show you this straight away. You see just here? This is where you plug in the power supply that comes in the box. The big negative is if this hasn't got any charge in it and you plug this in, you can't use it whilst it's connected to the mains. So you have to charge it first. So if you really want to use this and get a massage on your back, for example, and you've got no charge in it, you've got to wait whilst it charges. So a little bit disappointed you can't use it whilst it's plugged in. But this is what it looks like. This is the sort of heating pad area that you can see a reflection of my camera in there. And this heating pad area does get hot. So if you're using it on bare skin, a little bit of a warning for you. I haven't experienced this, so I read the instructions. One of the few items I did read the instructions on first is don't use it in the same area for too long. Otherwise you might find that you sort of burn your skin a little bit. It doesn't get dangerously hot, but it would do. If you kept it on the same spot for a long time, then it would do. And then round on this side, we've got some LED feedbacks and also some controls. This control on this side controls the intensity of the massage. So we've got sort of intensity 1 or intensity 2, and then this one here controls whether it's hot or cold. Now, the way I understand things with injuries, if you've got an injury that's just sort of happened within the last sort of 24, 48 hours, then it's a good idea to apply cold therapy to it. If it's an injury that's longer than that, or perhaps another sort of problem that you've got, then it's a good idea to apply heat. Don't take my word from it. I'm not a doctor, so if you're unsure which sort of settings you should be using or how you should be treating a particular problem you've got, please do check with a qualified medical professional. Go and see your GP, for example. Don't take my word for it, but that's how I understand it. Now, my shoulder has been bad for a long time. It's like a frozen shoulder. It's a lot better now, actually, but it's been bad for probably about sort of 6 months now. And so I've been using the heat setting. So on this bottom setting here is heat. Oh, you can do a massage in this middle setting with neither hot or cold, so it's just like a neutral temperature. But I've been using it on the hot setting. And then as I turn it on, you can see here, not sure if the camera's going to pick that up, but this is actually vibrating, and you've got the feedback here to show that it's on the hot setting, and then the lights come on around this portion here. And the idea is that you just extend this round to whatever is the bad area, and you give yourself a massage in that particular area. And it really is effective. Very effective, and you can use this on all different parts of your body. I've just been using it on my shoulder, and it really does help. The vibrations do go all the way down into the arm that's holding it though, so it's a little bit sort of weird sort of sensation, but overall it is a fantastic product. I'm going to turn that off. Very impressed with this. This is the Homedics Sport. So I can't even remember the price. I think it's probably about 40 to 60 pounds, somewhere in that region, but very worthwhile. Great product. Now moving on, let's move on to another product. We've got 2 more left here. I'm going to show you this one, which probably looks a little bit familiar. This is the Logitech UE Smart Radio. This is what the box looks like, and it is a very cool product, similar to a product that I covered before with different branding, but Logitech made a purchase and they've developed the product, and now we've got the Logitech UE Smart Radio. And what you do is you connect this to your home network, and then you've got access to things like Last.fm, Spotify, Deezer, TuneIn, Napster, etc. And you can also stream music that's stored on a local computer as well. So you've got internet radio, streaming services, plus streaming music that's stored on your home network. So let's pop the box out the way. This is what the product looks like, and it is a very cool product. Very cool indeed. It's got a built-in handle in the back. We've got connections on the back here for Ethernet. We've also got an auxiliary in and also the power supply. We've got a headphone socket on the side, and then on the front we've got preset controls 1 through to 6 on either side of the little colour screen. And then we've got further controls for controlling through the menus and making selections, and a nice rotary dial as well, which also clicks in as a selection button. And this allows you to make various selections and scroll through lists of tracks, for example. And then we've also got a volume button on here. So this is just like a selection rotary dial, doesn't do the volume at all. This one here is the volume. And then we've got the speaker just here. And I'm going to tell you a negative first of all. I love the look of the design, but glossy black, God, it so annoys me. It really does annoy me because it is a fingerprint magnet. I really do get annoyed when you touch something and it's all smeared up. So I would have thought this would have looked even sexier if it had been in a matte black finish. I really do. But apart from that, the actual user interface is very intuitive, very easy to use. It's very easy to set up as well. And the actual sound quality is equally as good. It's a really nice, full, rich sound. Not a massive sound stage, so you're not going to get a really expansive sort of stereo sound from this, but a very good quality to the sound. So well worth checking this one out. So this is the Logitech UE Smart Radio. Really cool product. Now, last but not least, we have got a case from Peli. Now, I showed you an iPad case from this manufacturer before. This is their ProGear 14-inch laptop case, and this is crush proof, watertight, extreme temperature proof, and dust proof as well. The actual interior dimensions, if you're thinking of picking one of these up, is 36.3 by 26.3 by 5 centimeters. So if your laptop is under that particular size, then it will fit in here. So this is what the packaging looks like, and let me show you the actual case itself. Look at this. This is one tough case. Very, very tough exterior. We've got some strong hinges on the back. You can see all the way round. On the bottom here, we've got little sort of feet. They're not rubberized at all, but it just sort of raises it off the desk. And then if I undo this, we have got, if I can get this open, some really tough seals. You can see there, it's very, very tough to actually open. You do get a strap with it as well, so you can sort of use it with a shoulder strap. But this is what the interior looks like, and the interior has got sort of these moulded sections. Look at how I look because of the exposure on the camera. God, that looks freaky. But anyway, there's the black interior, and these are sort of cushioned sections inside, same inside the lid, and it really holds your laptop really firmly. And then inside the sort of, how can I explain it? Inside these seam areas here, this is all rubber. This is what gives the watertight sort of seal to it. And then we close it down just there and pop the sort of the clasp bit or the closure in place, and it's a really tough closure. And I'm going to just open this up again, and you can see again a very, very, very nice sort of opening mechanism. The hinges are super tough and very, very cool. Now on the front here, I hadn't noticed this before, but there is what looks like a auto, I can't quite read it, auto something pressure purge. So what it does is that would actually sort of, there's a little sort of what looks like a valve here. So as this is closed, it actually sort of vacuum seals it almost. So it seals these external bits and pulls them in together to give a nice tight watertight closure on there. So it's a little, I'm going to show you that on the camera. It's like an auto pressure purge valve just there. Very, very cool design. This is superb. I want to tell you the actual model number. The actual model number on this is the 1085cc. So you can get it as a model number 1085. There's a slight difference. So if you go for this one as a 1085, it'll have a foam interior where you can pick out the little bits of foam and make it sort of a custom fit inside. Or you can get the 1085cc, which is this one, and this has got the padded interior. So foam interior is the 1085, and the padded interior like this one, 1085cc. Very cool products from Peli, and the iPad one that I used before, really impressive, and this one equally as impressive. If you're going on a holiday and you really want to protect your laptop, or maybe you're going hiking or you're going on an expedition, for example, and keeping your laptop safe is paramount, then pick up something like this. Pick up a Peli. There you go. So that's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed looking at all of these sort of bits of technology and gadgets. Just one last look at my key light, because I absolutely love that. Doing, 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 doing. I really do love it. But that's it for this mega gadget collection. Thank you very much for sitting here and watching this video. As I said before, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one.